Ohio State fans are going to love this one, but the Bears have hired J.T. Barrett to be their quarterbacks coach under Ben Johnson's staff. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears news update video. I just finished recording my last video, and as soon as I sit down to eat dinner, I see the Bears have hired another coach, so I have to go back and record another video. But yeah, the Bears have hired J.T. Barrett to be their quarterbacks coach to help up Caleb Williams. And if you're an Ohio State fan, I'm sure you're a big fan of J.T. Barrett. You know what he's done. He won the championship in 2014. He went 4-0 against the Michigan Wolverines and had, good career with the Ohio State Buckeyes. So, all the Ohio State fans are probably pretty happy right now. And this is a hire that's maybe a little bit risky just because he doesn't have a whole lot of coaching experience, but I trust Ben Johnson a lot right now. Like, he's made some good decisions already on his coaching staff. So if he thinks J.T. Barrett is a really good coach, I'm going to trust him. And he's actually coached with the Detroit Lions for the past couple seasons, which I was not even aware of that, guys. Like, I had no idea J.T. Barrett was coaching football until today, honestly. So there's not a whole lot to say about him as a coach because he's barely coached football, but I do want to go over his background as both a player and a coach pretty briefly in this video. So J.T. Barrett obviously started out at Ohio State. That's where he became most famous and had a good career for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Won a lot of games there, won a championship, beat the Michigan Wolverines many times. So, a lot of Ohio State fans really love this dude, and as a player in the NFL, did not have a lot of success. He went from team to team basically every single year, did not really find a home in the NFL, but he became a coach actually in 2022 with the Detroit Lions under Ben Johnson's staff and Dan Campbell's staff, where he was an offensive assistant, and then he got a promotion to assistant quarterbacks coach from 2023 to 2024, where he's helped Jared Goff have some pretty fantastic seasons. Now, he was only an assistant coach, so it's hard to say how much directly he was involved, but obviously he was in the room, with Ben Johnson, with Jared Goff, with the quarterbacks coach they had there too. So, did play some part of a role in helping Jared Goff, have those fantastic seasons. And we'll see what he can do with the Chicago Bears, guys. Like, there's not a whole lot to say here because he hasn't coached very much football, but he was a quarterback himself for a while in college football and also briefly in the NFL, which I think does help, having that quarterback experience, knowing the mechanics of playing the quarterback position, knowing what the quarterback is looking at on the field, and knowing the pressure of being a quarterback. I think it's pretty big to be a former quarterback if you do want to coach up these quarterbacks. And J.T. Barrett, obviously, it seems like he did a pretty good job with the Lions. I mean, the Lions have had so much success, so why not bring him over from the Lions staff? He's a guy that, Ben Johnson already knows, and, maybe a guy that can help coach up Caleb Williams into being a better quarterback in this league. I think this could be a pretty good hire. We're going to have to wait and see if he can build off of the experience he's already had coaching football and hopefully, continue to grow as a coach, because it seems like he wants to be, a coach in the NFL, maybe being a play caller one day. We'll see what he actually wants as a coach. But yeah, pretty exciting being a college star, winning championships. He has a championship experience, which I think is a common theme so far with Ben Johnson's staff. Like, Randall L. also won a championship. This guy, J.T. Barrett, won a championship in college football, but still, like, he has championship level experience. And Al Harris, I believe, did not win a championship, but obviously with the Packers, he went, pretty far in the playoffs many times. So, we're getting guys that have had a good amount of success in various levels of the sport, and hopefully it works out. Obviously, the majority of the responsibility of developing Caleb Williams is going to go to Ben Johnson being the OC and being an offensive-minded head coach, but it's important to surround yourself with a good offensive staff, and hopefully Ben Johnson's doing that with hires like this one. Leave your comments down below, guys. As always, bear down.